Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. How you
It's
doing?
us. We're here at last. We're live. How is everybody out there in internet land? We've got loads of people on. All the usual suspects are online tonight.
The
We've got.
usual suspects is on. I'll go and watch that if I were you.
I will watch this crap. We've got Rosa, Craig Sargent, Elram Cohen. Who else we got? There was a whole load of me writing stuff when I should have just shut up. We've got Ed. We got Into the Glory Hole. We've got Mr. Marlowe. We've got Jonathan Grant. We've got Timothy Greaves. Daniel Bumgay can't make it tonight. He came on just to say that he's got to work. So thank you for doing that, Daniel. And I hope you don't have to work too long. We've got Mr. Morph in the house. No Beef, Just Party. Mega Lars is there. So I guess that Into the Glory Hole tonight is Matt. Some weirdo called Robin. Rob
Hey.
Marks. David Henson. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Robin and I were just having a little bit of a moan before we came online, and I'm very sad to hear that Eddie Van Halen's died. It's a very sad moment for me.
Yeah.
Yes. So this episode is dedicated to Eddie Van Halen. Not that he gives a
Sure,
shit.
sure, he'd be proud.
The man who brought us Eruption. Ooh, if there's not a bit of a sort of title for a song, I don't know what is. Matt Collins is also here. Brilliant. Matt Collins and Roz are helping us. Loz, not Roz. Loz are helping us like 30% of our watcher base. Noctowl's online as well. Hello. So tonight we haven't got a discussion subject so much as we're going to watch a final. Going to watch some more Underworlds Online.
Woohoo.
And so this is our season. I think it's our season 5 finale. And
Yeah,
it
I think so.
features two people, one of which was in the finale before, and one who was not. So we've got RG, and we've got the Reverend, I can't remember his sign-on name now.
Maynard.
Reverend Maynard, yeah.
Because we've got more than one Reverend.
We have multiple
He's the guy
Reverends.
with the giant crossbow thing in your
He is in my
Necromunda game,
Cordor
isn't
gang,
he?
yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, so...
It's everywhere. So has he
does-
been in the final before? My
I
memory
think he
of
was
these
in the
things is very
final
fuzzy.
before
Okay.
against somebody, and I can't remember who now, but he had
Probably
a very...
Steve. If I had to guess, I'd go for Steve.
Yeah, I think it was Steve, and Steve had Spookies and he had Skaven, and I don't think he had a very good time with it. I think he was very unlucky
Right.
with some of his roles. Now this time we are having the Reverend Maynard. I've literally got it on my screen. I'm looking at it. It's right on my screen in front of me. The Reverend Maynard.
Rosa won't be in the chat much because it's FIFA 21 release day. Rosa, it's the same as all the others.
Just a
It's like
slightly
literally
different,
the same as FIFA 94.
a slightly different group of overpaid people running around kicking a ball. Julia Berg's online. Hello, Julia.
Oh, Julia.
Julia, last week's winner, in fact.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I might as well tell you, but Julia won, but we couldn't get her the original Arena Mortis box without it costing almost more than the box was worth.
You know, it wasn't almost more, it was more.
So what we
Was
did
more.
was we gave Julia the money to buy it, didn't we?
Yeah, which means we've got another copy of Arena Mortis to give away.
Whee! So we will be giving away a copy of Arena Mortis tonight, and we'll be giving away, obviously, our war bands and our nameplates tonight as well. And we have learnt a valuable lesson, which is don't do a giveaway after already purchasing the stuff. Wait until you find out where the winner is.
Future giveaways, we'll get them out, get it afterwards.
Yes.
so that we can enact.
That way, if we don't, if we get it, because we've had situations in the past where we've had winners in Australia and stuff like that, and then we've gone, you know what, it's just going to be cheaper if we send you the monies to buy it, and then people can do that. So yeah, we'll be doing that in future once we get these ones out the way. But hopefully tonight, the winner for these will all be in UK, EU areas, and we can get those out much cheaper.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to be EU and UK only for the Arena Mortis on account of not wanting to have the same problem again if we buy another copy.
Yes, and anybody who entered the Arena Mortis giveaway before, we're using the same giveaway list. So if you entered it last time, you'll still be on that list. Obviously, Julia, if we pick your name out again, we'll have to pass you over and
Get another copy. Which you would fall foul of the not being in the EU and the UK.
Mr. Marlowe says that he thinks he forgot to add his name on last time, so I'll add you to the list now, Mr. Marlowe. There we go. You're on the list. You're on the list, mate.
Oh, we did for the arena, but not for the warbands. So
I
on the list.
see. Well, I'll add you to both.
VJ doesn't get more free stuff. No, sorry, VJ.
Afraid not. Afraid not, I'm afraid. So, there we go. You're on the list now. So there we go.
So I don't even know which warbands are playing tonight. So this has been recorded because there's a big time difference between the two players, because I think one of them lives on the moon. Is that right?
Yes. Well, slightly further away than the moon, Australia.
Okay. Australia. Right,
So yeah, it was a bit difficult to find a suitable slot to play in, but fair dues to them, they are organised and play today at 1 p.m. UK time.
Thanks, Rob.
So
I've got a really annoying. I haven't been able to get to the hygienist, but I get this staining on my front tooth, and I haven't been able to get to the hygienist since lockdown began. But I'm going next week. So next Tuesday, because I'm going on Monday. Next Tuesday, it'll be clean, Rob. But thanks for pointing it out to everybody. It's been bugging me for about 3 months. It's been gradually getting darker and darker each month. Each week, it's been really annoying me. So hopefully we will. Hopefully it'll be gone for you.
But it's good that everyone now it's been pointed out for everybody.
Yeah, but anyway, that's good. Good to know.
It's weird that it's one tooth.
I suppose you're then going to comment that there's a little bit of hair over here sticking up, aren't you, as well?
You do look a bit more coiffured than usual. Your hair looks much neater than it has done.
I suppose you're just going to sit like this now.
Is it because one tooth doesn't have enamel on it or something like that, and that's why it stains more? Because I've got a few teeth.
Did we get no beast last minute entry?
Which one was it for, no beast? And I can add you if not, because I did just take the.
I think he commented on the YouTube video right this evening on for the warbands.
Okay, I shall add it in now. There we go. You're on the list. I think we are going to have to start. Roger's just going to talk like this the whole time. I think we're going to have to start putting in a little cut-off point. So once the show starts, there's no more entries after that. So, but I will try and make sure that we advertise it a bit more next time in advance, not like the day before. Stu McMurty, are you in for which one, Stu? For the warbands one? If so, possibly. I'll add you to the list just in case not. It does filter out repeated names, so we're okay. It does filter out duplicates, so you can add it in as many times as you want. It's not going to matter. But anybody's not sure, I've added your names in. I've added Loz in as well, and Matt. So we're all ready. We're ready to roll.
Okie doke.
So we'll watch these games, and we'll see how we get on, and then we'll do the draws once we get past at least 2 games. I think if it comes down to best of 3, we'll do the games, and then we'll do the draw afterwards. Are you ready, Robin?
Yes, just sucking my teeth.
Nobody's commented on the new Ready for Action intro. Did anyone notice that it's different? It's a different explosion and a different explosion sound, and hopefully a bit quieter.
We haven't seen the final.
No, we definitely haven't seen the final yet, so we don't know.
I don't even know which warband's in it.
It is Steel Hearts. Reverend Maynard's playing Steel Hearts tonight.
Wow.
And RG is playing Skaven, Scritchy Boy. So we've not seen Steel Hearts before in the final. We have seen Skaven, I think, in the final though.
David is strong. We're looking for just a confirmation from Rob whether we've got whether he's in the Arena Mortis giveaway list. If that's all right, Pete.
Let me make sure I've got you in there.
Then we better crack on, because otherwise we're
never going to get there. We're just going to be doing.
We won't actually get to the giveaway.
I have added you in. I might have misspelled your name, but if it comes up, you'll know who you are. So there we go. Right, let's rock and roll. So let me just jump over to our streaming screen.
Now, if you spelled his name wrong, will that filter out his duplicate name?
Oh, good point. Right, let me now just alter Robin's size, because
so you've got me nice and big, so you can still see my teeth. Brilliant.
I'll just zoom in on your teeth there. I don't know why. You keep fiddling around with the size on those.
I cannot be contained.
There we go. We're all there. We're all ready to roll. Now, the start of this one's going to be a bit janky because RG didn't hit record right at the start of the game. It was about 8 minutes in before he hit record. So we're going to see it from Reverend Maynard's view until we get to about the 8-minute mark, and then I'll be able to switch on RGs as well, and we'll be able to jump between them then. So it was just a little bit wonky there at the start.
Okay, and I'm obviously entirely at Pete's mercy on where we jump to.
Yep. So let's jump in. I don't know if the sound's going to be at the right level, so if it's a bit loud or it's louder than us and that's what you like, then great. And if you want it reduced in volume, then do shout. So here we go. So there we are, starting off. There might not be any sound at all.
Okay. Luckily avoided the server problems
Yes.
today.
Yes, thankfully it was a bit touch and go there for a minute.
Yeah.
It was unsure whether we were actually going to get into the final or not. What code did they use to find the game? I couldn't possibly guess. The Reverend Maynard's won. No, he's he's won. I can never remember these. I always can never work them out. RG must have lost the role. No. I can't even remember which way around it is now, Robin. My brain is completely turned to mush.
I can't remember either.
But anyway, Reverend had to pick the board first, so he must have lost the roll.
If you lose the roll off?
If you lose the roll off, you pick the board first. Yeah, so he had to pick the board first, and now RG's placing the boards. I'm not sure what he's going to go. They've both gone for the Shatian star dial. Oh, he's long boarded him.
Oh, that's just rude.
Oh dear, oh dear. I think the Skaven are going to be playing a hide at the back sort of game. Lazarus says, do any of us lot play Underworlds online? Well, all of our Patreoners who are in our monthly tournament do. I try to. I've not had time for ages though. And Matt says that he thinks that he's talking to the core player base for Warhammer Underworlds online. It could be.
Probably.
We could double the number of players online just by organising for everybody in the Patreon to log in on the same day.
I've not had much time to play yet for ages actually, but hopefully I'll start playing in the next season.
I'm hoping to get a chance just to play Ready for Action.
Ready for action!
Exactly.
Looking forward to that being played tonight.
That's what I'm hoping. Well, no, we won't see it. It won't be in these ones. They're playing with the old cards.
It's a good point. It's a very good point. I don't know if you did say it, but we should definitely say that they're playing. The league started before the new card release came out, so they're playing with the existing decks. They didn't change them.
Yeah, they had a gentleman's agreement beforehand that they were gonna stick with the old cards. But come next season 6, I think, of our Underworlds Online, we will be opening all the cards. Rosa actually made quite a good suggestion, which was maybe we should come up with a far list, which is maybe not a bad idea.
I wonder where we can find one to use as a template.
I'm wondering, we should be able to dig out the old GW file list from...
That's what I meant.
Yeah, but I'm assuming it's still available somewhere that we could use.
Presumably it'll be similar to the Relic one that exists.
Possibly.
There's a couple of other cards that they didn't restrict at the time, but I think they're more Nightbolt ones.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Possibly there'll be magic ones.
I completely missed it when they roll off, but the Stormcast are putting down first.
Unfortunately, they've got quite a gap between them and the Skaven.
Oh, okay. Skaven right at the back over there.
Yeah, in the back corner. Okay. So even because the way the round that RG's placed the boards, there's a good 5 hexes almost between the Stormcast starting hexes and the Skaven ones.
Yeah. And
I don't see any kind of hidden paths or anything in the Reverend's hand.
He knows what he's doing.
Right,
got to the final.
That's true.
Beat some very good players.
That is very true. So in a minute, when we get to the right point, I'm going to pause this one. I'm going to go to the other one, hit play on that one, then we'll have them running at the same time.
Ooh.
Relic only has
slightly different times, just to get really confusing.
Go there. Oh, he's killed a Skaven. Flip over to the other one. Oh my god, he's killed another Skaven. Oh no, wait a minute. Not the same Skaven.
Please no turtle cast. I don't think this can be turtle cast because RG would have been, or whoever it would have been rubbing his Maynard would have been rubbing his hands in glee.
Yeah, that's true.
Board, and then just set right at the back. He's set as far forward as he can, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has about as far forward as he possibly can, and I think he's left it over to RG to go first.
Illusory fighter.
I'm not sure that's going to help him though. Right, so I've just paused it there because now I need to go to the other one and start the other one going as well.
Okay. Oh, can't cope with the excitement.
So here we go. So here's
No, but he says
RG's
it's
view.
definitely not as turtle cast. It's a totally different game.
Right, there we go. No, this one's gonna. Here we go.
Right. Oh.
Sorry, just getting them right into the same spot.
Okay.
It sort of paused, and that didn't help me getting them to line up. So
yeah.
There we
It's
go.
a tough ask, actually, Pete. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by your dedication. I've just been like, sorry, we can only have one. We can only have one view.
Well, I realised just before, about 20 minutes before we were due to start, I suddenly thought, oh shit, I haven't set up the name list. I haven't set up the videos for the timings or anything yet. So I was like, I need to do this.
I realised that my children were really, really annoying about 20 minutes before this, and that's why I was running a bit late.
Luckily, mine were all in bed by then.
Okay.
So the Reverend, I mean, he's not got much that's going to help him get across the field at the minute with what he's got. He's got a distraction there, but that doesn't really help.
No. I'm just going to... don't know what he's going to do.
Skaven's got hidden paths.
Oh, he's got some objective play.
Objective shenaniganery.
Looks things moving on to there.
Lucy Bingaman says, Scritch is the greatest, yes, yes. Well, he got to a final, so... Has he got anything to play? I don't think he's going to at the minute. He's got sidestep. What cards has he got? Change tactics, supremacy 1 and 2, and precise use. He's not going to get precise use. I don't know what objectives he's got at the moment in his hand.
Deck. Plant a standard, siege ground, advancing strike.
I realised that one thing I forgot to ask our players to do, which was to turn on their overlay so we could see what objectives are where, because I can't work out which objectives he's got at the minute. I'm assuming he must have 1 and 2 though, because that one's 5, the red one.
This one's 4 with the book on it. Just flashed over the... I'm pointing at it. That's not really helpful, is it? The one with the book is 4 because that just flashed up.
And 5's there, so he could have been lucky and had 1 and 2 in his half. Although neither side has got rid of any cards either, so that would be quite fortunate of him.
What's this?
Thanks for joining us, Ben Howard. I hope work doesn't suck too much, and hope we see you soon.
Yeah, take care.
Oh, yeah, there's objective 4. Oh, did I miss something? I didn't see what he did there, because I forgot I was meant to swap players. I know, we're just doing his turn now, we're okay.
Okay.
So he's going for... I think he's just going to go for as many objectives as he can, in the hopes that he can then still get supremacy 1 and 2. So over to the Stormcast turn. We're a bit delayed on the Stormcast actions, which is a little annoying.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's a bit of a delay between the two, but there's not much you can do about it because you're going to get that kind of delay in a regular game anyway.
Yeah.
Rob Mark says his phone's battery is going down. He will be back. We shall see you soon.
I'll be back. So we're gonna... I thought we might... Did you just draw a card?
He did on the second go, and he picked up Fatal Riposte, which isn't much help. So now he's...
I'm gonna drop my mic. Sorry about that.
Everyone's ears have just exploded. MacLeod said that she did consider playing Underworlds Online once, but she made so many mistakes, changing her mind so much she probably rage quit. It does force you to be very, very definite on what you want to do before you do it, because you don't want to click on something and then realise you can't go back. It really does annoy you otherwise. There was sound. I'm not sure why that's not working. I can try and see if I can work out the sound. So he's running Oberyn forwards. I think does that work? Robin, can you say something?
Me?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Ah, there we go. Hopefully that works. Sounds back. Hopefully.
Sounds back. I've got no sound.
Do you have no sound, Robin?
Yeah, well, I've got YouTube muted and I'm watching the feed on Skype. Oh.
So he's put Scritch on guard, which has inspired him. He's not really got anybody. He doesn't really have any need to use hidden paths, though.
No.
I suspect that the Stormcast player is not going to get a chance the first round to actually do anything at all.
I wonder whether he might distract off of 4. And then...
Oh, he's going for an attack on Angarad with Scritchy Boy. I guess this gets him the change tactics. I guess he had to do it at some point for that. It does put Scritch out. Cleave. Double damage on Angarad.
Oh.
That's brutal.
Yeah, pushing to there. He's not...
That's a good point, Craig. So he could use hidden paths to move on to objective 4 and saved himself an activation. That is a good point. Charging with Scritch though does leave him a bit possibly. Oh, he's put Deathly Fortitude on him, but he's still a bit of a risky spot. The Stormcast player is Reverend going to do anything?
Oh, nice. We're going to distract somebody and then...
He could use distraction to push Scritch forward and have a
Severin's
go
not
with
charged
Severin.
yet, has he?
Yeah.
So he could do Severin or the... Because he's got...
Doesn't look like he did though. He must be saving the distraction for the objectives.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense, I guess.
He's going for Planter Standard.
Oh, but he can't get it on that one.
Can he not?
Because Planter Standard has to be in your opponent's
That is just
side, doesn't it? No, that's in the middle ground, I think.
I thought
Oh, no,
these
you're
two,
right, yes.
Yeah, these two black ones.
Yep, you're right. He's distracting someone off objective 4, which doesn't actually... doesn't stop RG at all.
No. That's an unfortunate choice.
He does get Planter Standard and seize ground, though. Oh, and he's just sidestepped him back on it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Presume that the Reverend MacLeod's going to dump Illusory Fighter. It seems like a pointless card in this situation. So
let's give him a bit of... Could move... He could move and switch Oblin right over the other side of the board.
Although it has to be in your half, doesn't it, Illusory Fighter?
Yeah, but it could be in the... Because, I mean, he is just in Thingy's half, but he could put it on the other sort of opposing end. And then he'd be near Scritch and lurking, if that's lurking.
That's true. So RG did have hold objective 4. He must have picked it up after he did his
okay.
After he did his charge. But he didn't score 1 or 1 and 2. 2 was right over there.
Okay. So it's close going into round 2.
So yeah, he scored this. So it's 2 apiece at the minute. It is a bit difficult to follow both when one is like about 30 seconds ahead of the other one. He's put Awakened Weapon on Severin though.
Okay, interesting.
I guess, yeah. Is he going to put Fatal Riposte on Steelheart as well? Does kind of make him... It's an all eggs in one basket thing, but it means you don't want to go after him.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I've just noticed that he's got my turn, but he didn't play with Angarad, interestingly.
She couldn't reach though, could she?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So who wins the roll? Steelheart. Got to go for that early charge, I would have thought.
I'm just thinking this reminds me of the Hungarian uprising in 1956.
What?
I think Steelheart represents the oppressive government at the time.
What are you on about?
You have to read the comments.
Oh, I see. Right, I get it. Yeah, a charge with crit and hammer.
Oh, that's a good start.
That's a dead Skaveny Skaven. No
Twist
point.
the knife.
No point
Pass
twisting.
on that.
But he gets advancing strike as well. So that's another. And lightning strikes. Wow.
Oh, it's getting tasty now.
5 glory. I didn't like Steelheart's chances at the start, but now it feels like it's all for the Reverend to lose. The stream's gone wild, gone political. And now the Skaven has Twist the Knife. I guess so. Yeah. There's not a lot you can do about that, though.
There isn't much you can do, no. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, I think you have to be pretty on the ball to remember or to realise that's what's going on, especially because there's often a little bit of lag and what have you, isn't there?
At least more on the ball than I am.
I don't play that often to know, but oof.
Ow. 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 Wow.
Oof.
Shit. Okay, I think it's one for the Skaven to lose now.
It's called it.
Wow.
Either of them could lose at this point.
He does have Destiny to meet and the Formless Key.
He does. That's a couple of. It's a bold choice, Cotton.
I guess they're extra good extra glory for Stormcast quite often.
Yeah. But so is getting 2 extra attack upgrades and just mincing people.
Yeah, that's true. Craig Sargent says Angard his next good game. It kind of could be a bit like that. I mean, Oberyn could come in with a 4 damage swing, couldn't he?
Yeah, but it's a tough. That's tough.
Going on guard, that's.
He's got a change of tactics.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Oh, but that was brutal.
I think I'd be tempted to charge with Scritch and take it out Oberyn. Try and take it Oberyn.
What, before he even gets a chance to charge?
Yeah.
I mean, if he does, that's going to be...
Because he can get onto that square where he'll be trapped, won't he?
Yeah, right in the middle.
Yeah, so it's pretty... I think it'd be risky, but...
But he's gone for... Oh, another crit hammer. Wow. That's 2 crit hammer attacks, isn't it, from Scritch?
Wow.
That's brutal. Scritch is dining out on Stormcast tonight. That was brutal. Yeah. So if I'm Oberyn, I'm going to run like fuck.
Has he got anything useful? Because I mean, Scritch has got what? How many? 6 wounds is that?
6, yeah, and 3 defense now. Because he's managed to get out both the.
Yeah.
I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to watch it from one view because they're so out of time.
Right.
And then maybe we'll swap over to the Skaven view in the next game.
Okay. What's he doing?
I mean, even if he hits with Oberyn, it's
a suicide mission the way he's rolling.
Yeah. He's going for it. I guess his hope is...
He's got twist, so he can't even do it, can he? Because he's...
He can't. Oh, and Scritch missed everything as well.
Oh.
I mean, I guess he was charging in the hope that Scritch would just hit him where he stands, and then he's got
my turn.
But he'll die. Yeah, that's a good point. That's not going to help you very much. I mean, 6 plays 5 in mid-second round. That's quite high scoring for Underworlds, for Shadespire.
Yeah.
Especially with a Stormcast deck that you spent the whole first round just trying to catch up. I mean, I do notice that RG does have the final skin for the Skaven with that awesome warp sort of weapon, right, which is always nice. Yeah. Oh, Shade Glass Sword. Interesting. I wonder why he's doing that. I mean, I'd just sit there and swing with Scritch.
I think I would at this point. Maybe he's got
Swift Advance, and Swift Advance isn't third end phase, that's just 1 glory for an end phase, but Denial is a third end phase card.
Yeah. Is he going to come down for the objective? Does he need that objective?
We can look. Let's see what RG's cards are. Yeah, I guess he is coming down.
Oh, 3 hammers.
3 hammers. Christ on a bike.
Just a shocking day at the
Just shocking day at the races. Oh, but he does play my turn.
Okay, interesting.
I'll swap back so we don't miss see what's going on there. So he can do my turn. He could use Illusory Fighter to get Oberyn out of dodge and away from Scritch.
Well, Scritch can charge anyway.
Oh, and Oberyn is inspired.
Right.
So he can move away a bit and then maybe slam Kirk in the face. Two hammers and 3 damage, or 2 hammers and 3 damage. Oh God, he's missed it as well. Reverend Maynard, I cannot commiserate with you enough over your dice rolls. They have
Clearly
been
hasn't praying enough.
Yeah, Sigmar has deserted you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'd almost use Illusory Fighter to get Oberyn miles away, but then you run the risk that he's not going to get a chance to be able to attack again in the game.
Yeah, because Scritch is moving 3, is he?
Yeah, with a range of 2.
If he goes out of range, he's got Deathly Fortitude.
Okay, that won't be enough to save Oberyn though.
No.
He's thinking about it. Still Sky bias towards rats confirmed. Could be. I think he's left Deathly Fortune in hand with the feeling that it ain't going to make a difference.
No, I suppose not.
It could be a waste of an upgrade at that point, but then,
There's nowhere else to put it, though.
Yeah, you've got no other fighters.
He's got full glory and nowhere else to put it, so that's interesting.
He must have... Let's quickly jump over to the Skaveney player. He's got a hold objective 1, 5, and 1 and 2, so he's gonna pick up 4 glory from that.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of Victorious Duel because he can't score that one. He's kept Denial. I'm not sure if that's wise because he can't stop Scritch from being in his half now.
No, Denial was almost impossible to stop against this game.
He has kept. He's not put any upgrades on. I mean, he's got 7 glory, 7 to 5 at the minute.
I feel like now it's got to be worth it. Deathly Fortune. Okay, Scritch can still kill him, but
it looks like he's gonna. He has put that on him.
I suppose it takes him down to 1.
Yeah. There you go.
I didn't catch that. Please say that again.
I'm not talking to you, Alexa. Shut up. Alexa talking in the background. I didn't catch that. Shut up. He hasn't got any upgrades to help him though.
I was using. I might have said this last week. I can't remember. I was using my sat nav the other day to get somewhere, and it decided to listen to me. I don't know what happened, and then it redirected me to the middle of France, which wasn't terribly helpful.
You can tell that wasn't my wife talking to me, Andrew, because it was polite. Whereas my wife was like, "Shut up, you prick." Round 3. I mean, it's only 9 plays 7, despite the pasting that Stormcast have taken here. It's only 9 plays 7 right now.
Yeah, I mean that can be an issue with it when you take your opponent down very quickly. You end up with loads of glory objective cards you then can't score, depending on what the balance of your deck is.
That is true. That is very true.
But so we're looking at the Reverend, aren't we? So he has got precise use of force now. Defensive strike, which is not really going to be very easy to score. Oh, he's got Illusory Fighter though, so potentially he could, but it's unlikely because he'd have to kill Scritch at the moment.
And he just doesn't have the damage.
And Denial again, not looking.
We're waiting on RG now at the beginning of round 3. RG's getting to go first because he won the roll off.
Is there anything he hasn't won in this?
Not yet, I don't think. I didn't see what he did though. I missed that. He must have put someone on guard or something.
I missed it.
Yeah, so did I. Sorry. So we can see that I predict that the Reverend's about to put Great Fortitude onto Oberyn.
Has he got Fortitude and Deathly Fortitude? So yeah.
He's got Great Fortitude. He doesn't have Deathly Fortitude anymore.
Did he not put it on him? Did he throw it away?
He must have got rid of it. Yeah. That's a bit curious. I guess it does. Someone did say in the chat it does put him to one move. So
Yeah.
I mean, he can probably splatter Kirk. Oh, crit hammer time. That's a
That's
dead
what you
crit.
need.
He does get precise use.
Yeah. Precise use of force.
9 apiece.
What objectives has
Scritch is the greatest. Ploy master and hold objective 3. So he can do that.
Yeah.
Can just about do that.
Ploy master, depending on his cards, might be tricky.
Ploy master might be tricky actually, yes, because he's got momentary boldness, and I'm not sure he can do that one. He has to have 3 Skaven next to each other.
Okay.
He does have there are always more though, so he can.
Right.
He can just summon a Skaven back somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't remember what awe-inspiring is though.
Me, I'm more inspiring.
Thank you very much. He's put a scurry on Scritch, but I'm not sure why he's done that. Oh, that means he can. Is that he can move a hex after he's made an activation? Andrew's reckon it's going to be 12-9 to RG at the end of this one.
I think that seems likely.
Well, yeah. I mean, it depends on whether if he goes back for Oberyn.
I'm going to say if RG comes back for Oberyn.
Oh, looks like he is.
Yeah, could be interesting.
Now he has got Scritch as the Great, so he does get 2 glory for this. Oh, crazy jeebus flipping heck! Wow. Okay. So he gets 2 glory for that. But I'm not sure if he can score much more. He's got Ploy Master and Hold Objective 2, so he can score one of those at least, and Hold Objective 3, so he can get 2 glory there. So he could possibly end up with 13 glory.
Okay.
He's just bringing the Skaven back. Oh, he didn't bring it back over the other side.
Interesting. Is he going to... Because I don't think he's going to be very awe-inspiring, and he's not going to score defensive strike.
Possibly not.
So...
I mean, will he get... If he doesn't go into his half, then it'll be 13 to 12 at the current play, I think.
Okay.
I mean, that was a lot of crit. That was a
Yeah.
lot of crit. That was brutal, basically. So he's going for trying to... I think he's trying to engineer it so he can do the momentary boldness, maybe? No, he can't be. He can't be. I'm not sure why he used Illusory Fighter to move that Skaven unless he's going to then draw cards and hope for another ploy.
Is it Ploy Master?
But he needs to be able to use... He hasn't got another ploy, I don't think.
Okay.
Unless he's going to draw one.
So he's got 2 in hand, but...
Well, maybe you can score it then.
He's got a healing potion.
Oh. Don't see what that was. That was the result yet. Okay, so he's got Hold Objective 3 and Hold Objective 2.
Right.
So he didn't score Ploy Master. But he'd scored Denial. 13 to 12.
The way the dice rolls went, the glory total reflect the way the dice rolls went.
Wowzer. So that was the first game down.
Oh.
That was crazy. I'm going to kill those off. That was mental.
Yeah.
So shall we go into game 2? And we'll watch it from the Skaven's point of view this time, because it didn't really work trying to have the 2 views going at once.
Okay.
So that was the first game down before we start the second game. Wow. That was a lot closer than I thought it should have been. Like VJ says, score should have been a lot different based on the kills. I mean, the Stormcast player got longboarded, which was a real pain to come back from. But I think every time he killed somebody, he didn't kill many people. Every time he killed somebody, he got like 3 glory.
Yeah.
It was a lot closer a game than the tabletop looked. So, shall we go on to game 2 and see if the Reverend Maynard can pull things back?
Glyn Seymour thinks the Stormcast player held on to useless ploys. It's
Maybe.
controversial. You have to come and join a Patreon, Glyn, and you can show us how it's done.
You can, yeah. You can join in season 6 rather. So here we go. RG's won again.
Oh,
Is he going to longboard him again? Is he going to do him
I should
dirty?
think so. Yeah,
Is he going to do him dirty twice? That'd just be.
This comes back to our sort of discussion of whether you should be able to have, if you lose the first roll, or if you should win the second one.
Yeah.
I'm undecided on it, but it does feel, if your opponent is longboarding you, it does feel bad to be longboarded
Twice.
both times, just on the roll of the dice.
Into the Glory Hole says longboard should be banned. I'm coming round to it a little bit in competitive play at least, but it definitely feels bad if your opponent gets the win twice. And I really hope in season 4 we do see that rule come in, that in a best of 3, whoever wins the first roll loses the second roll.
Oh, yeah. Let me. Hasn't longboarded him. He's done the next best thing.
He's done what is almost possibly even worse than longboarding him.
Yeah.
Because there's literally nothing you can do.
No.
Just painful to watch. Unfortunately, there isn't any audio in this one, I'm afraid, so I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid.
Same with using the same board twice. Yeah, I mean, they could. Yeah.
We could certainly.
We haven't had that as an informal rule either, have we? That you have to use different boards within the tournament. You can do whatever you like.
I mean, they've used different boards here, which is good to see.
Maybe they agreed to do it then. Maybe they just did it, because I guess we don't play very many best of 3s, do we? Apart from the final.
Oh no, I was wrong. RG did use this board.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. You can do the sound effects, Pete.
I'll try.
You are quite good at sound effects.
I don't think they'll be very in sequence.
Robin needs to do sound effects. No.
I refuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely hope to see in season 4 if you win the roll the first time, you automatically lose the second game roll, to give your opponent just a bit more of a chance. Oh god, RG's picked up 5 upgrades. He's going to be dumping them. He's got Hold Supremacy 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 4. I mean, he's got most of the objectives on his side, so he could probably go for those. He hasn't got 2. But he's got everything else. He's got to be dumping all those upgrades, surely, with a handful of Enflays. Yeah, there we go.
Wallop.
He
played a 22 card deck, I've just realised as well, because he had 17 in hand there.
Oof, that's gutsy.
He's got 12
He's won
in
that roll as well. Has he lost a roll yet? RG has definitely had the dice that. Oh, he's picked up 3 more upgrades in his second 5 cards as well. I'll do the sound effects, Robin. You can do the commentary of parallels to history.
Okay.
I feel I've got the easier end of the.
See what I can do. This very much reminds me of just before the Great Plague, when there were rats all over the place. Dirty rats. 1665, was that? 1666? I can never remember.
The Black Plague.
It was the Plague 65 and the Fire 66. I can never remember if it was 65, 66 or 67, 66, 67. And then I second guessed myself.
I wouldn't even know to start with. I would just randomly pick a century and probably still get it wrong.
In the Stone Age. Definitely wasn't in the Stone Age, was
I? A little bit after that. A little bit.
Oh, they're using all the good onomatopoeias. I don't know. Onomatopoeia I could talk about.
What's onomatopoeias?
Crash, pow, wallop.
Yeah.
Matt's help.
Bazinga.
Yeah. I could use. We could do some alliteration. Alliteration. Always fond of a bit of alliteration on the channel.
I've always been illiterate. Thank you very much. Oh, Biff Fifth. I should pay more attention to how the Skaven play set up, because I always want to try and play Skaven and I'm shit at them. So I should be watching for tricks.
Well, longboarding or offsetting is good. And rolling all the crits seems to help too.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that, so maybe I just need to remember that more. So it looks like Skaven's first. I just don't see how poor old Reverend Maynard's going to be able to do anything with what he's got. I mean, objective 1 is surely going to be one he's going to go to stand on, in case he has the stand on objectives and stuff. Big boys play wide, says into the glory hole. Ooh, Matt.
There's just too many things can be said about that, really.
John Loss is sitting there about to type something equally scathing into the comments, like, how would you know? But also, big boys don't play in finals, says into the glory hole. For some reason, it's blocking those comments. Obviously, big boys is a bit questionable.
Proud boys.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
Yeah.
So he's drawn a card for the first Stormcast action, and then
politics and well, it's not really politics, is it? It's just stupidity.
Just stupidity, yeah. I mean, I'm interested to see that he's got momentary boldness, which is quite funky. That's where you have two. If you have two Skavens standing next to another Skaven, they can make a charge action immediately.
Interesting. But he says not blocked on his. No, it gets blocked on ours, VJ, because we can moderate the chat and then we can show things. So if you swear, any of you swear, we get to choose whether we put it up or not.
Yep. I mean, we're gonna, but but we have that
Depends
choice.
what you say, but pretty much.
Yeah, I mean.
So also, if you put your email address in, it gives us the choice to hide it or show it.
So who here watching tonight isn't on Warhammer Odds Online yet and is thinking of taking it up? Because I think with the new cards that have come out, it's going to make stuff a bit more entertaining, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it needs an injection of players. So if you're thinking of picking it up, pick it up and play.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of not playing. Must confess, but it's all there. It's just needs a few more players, and then people will play more, and it will get more support, etc., etc. So I think it's in an awkward place at the moment, but I don't think it's an impossible place for it to get out of.
I'm hoping it will start to hit a bit of a snowball. More people will pick it up. More people will be online to play it. More people will pick it up. I do think that maybe they do just have to also... They do need to just say, you know what, fuck it. Right, next release is going to be Beastgrave rules. And then we're going to start releasing some Beastgrave Warband stuff. Maybe. And Beastgrave cards. And I
wonder if they're hamstrung by GW on that. They might not be, but...
It wouldn't surprise me if GW had said, yeah, you can have the IP, but you can't release current season stuff.
Yeah.
Because, it feels like the kind of thing that GW do, because they wouldn't want to risk it eating into any of their sales, possibly.
Tim says he's playing it now. Tim, it's not you who's playing at the moment.
Tim's like, I don't even know why I'm playing Skaven. I didn't pick Skaven. Or scratching in the shadows. Poor old Oberyn's going to get shunted back a bit. Oh, just sideways. Interesting. I wonder why he's done that. Because he was blocked on that edge hex. Oh, maybe he's moved him out the way so we can charge somebody round the other way, maybe?
I've completely not been following this game. I've been watching... Looked at people talking about Among Us, saying that was been around for ages.
And I think the other thing that Craig Sargent has sort of touched on there is that the other thing this game lacks is that social interaction, which we've kind of got around on the Patreon, because you can... he's using that's why he's using that thing. He's moved person into position so he can charge on and then attack with Scritch by using the momentary. Oh, he's not using momentary boldness. Okay, fuck me, another crit and a hammer. Fucking hell. Christ alive.
Tim did play the bats before the Orcs, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Double charge inbound, yes.
He decided it was too easy, so you went with the harder warband after that. Yeah, it looks like he's going to use momentary boldness in a minute to get another charge in with Scritch.
Patreon Among Us needs to happen. Yes, it does. We need to get that out.
That would be quite funky to stream that one evening. But the other good thing about playing in the Patreon tournament, or the Patreon Warhammer Underworlds Online League that we've got... Oh, he's got a reaction. He's probably got my turn. That could put a dampener in things. But the good thing about playing the Patreon one is obviously when you play people, you can use the chats. We have the chat things on Discord, which you'll get access to as a Patreoner, and then you can organise to chat to the other person whilst you're playing. So it's just like playing a regular game.
Pete needs to swear, Joe. He does. He's such a potty mouth.
Like fuck, I do. This is my channel. I'll do what the fuck I like.
It's not a jar full of swearing, Pete.
No. Yeah, momentary boldness with the Scritch missed. Oh. Good lord, he's missed, and he's inspired Oberyn. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. You and me together, Loz. You and me together. Fuck 'em all. Well, once I realised that YouTube only counts swearing if it's within like the first 30 seconds or in the intro to the video, then you're fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm wondering what reaction that Reverend Maynard had that he didn't use, because he had a reaction that he could have had.
Ooh, probably my turn.
But he didn't use it. I mean, surely that's the right time to use it after Script is
Maybe.
charged. But
Maybe.
anyway, I mean, he just grabbed a whole buttload of glory there from... He didn't get Objective 1-2, which he has got rid of. Oh, God, he's got Acrobatic again for Scritch. I think he had to get rid of Deathly Fortitude, though, didn't he?
Seems likely. He had to get rid of 5.
He's getting rid of... He's putting Expendable on... Oh, I mean, Scritch is turning into a beast anyway. He's not inspired, though, I don't think.
Awaken Weapon as well.
He's not inspired, though, so he's still only doing 2 damage right now.
Yeah.
Plant the standard. Seize ground. There. I mean, he's been quite lucky. He's had them early and
constipated area.
Reverend Maynard does make me think of Wine Gums, yep.
Yeah.
He was inspired from Momentary Boldness. Good point, Craig Sargent. He's inspired, but he's only rocking, I think, 3 damage.
Only.
I think giving +1 wound to Oberyn is a waste.
Did you do that? That's an interesting choice.
I'd have given it to Severin only because Severin's got full wounds right now.
Yeah, maybe he accidentally selected the wrong fighter like I do and is sitting there swearing.
Hate it when that happens.
Swearing into his computer.
I mean, he might slow down a bit now because he's got Ploy Master, which he can score. He needs Scritches the Greatest, which he needs to kill someone, so he could possibly do that. I mean, my personal preference would be if I was the Stormcast player and I got first turn, which he has, I think I would charge Scritch with Oberyn.
Yeah, possibly. How much damage does Oberyn do? 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's 3 hammers versus 2 hammers versus 3 dodge. Oh no, Oberyn is inspired. But is that 3 hammers then, or is it just 2?
I think it's 2.
He's given RG the first turn. That seems like a massive mistake to me. That seems like a very big mistake. He's rolled another crit as well. Crying out loud. That's Oberyn dead. I'm not sure, and I don't know if the Reverend Maynard's in the chat watching this or not. I'd love to know why he let RG go first there. Feels to me like that was a big mistake. Because that just gave him 2 more glory. I don't follow. I'm very confused by that.
No, I mean, you might as well just charge with him because now he's dead.
Yeah, exactly. I would have charged Kirk and gone for the kill.
Yeah,
he probably would have taken Kirk out.
And Garrett is nowhere.
Yeah, she's miles up the back. I'm very confused. I'm very confused indeed. Stuart says he honestly can't remember why he did it. So, Stuart, are you watching this right now just going, oh, for crying out loud. Oh, God. Obviously, don't tell us what the final result is at all.
So I had no idea that the Reverend Maynard was called Stuart. Maybe he's not.
Well, he is. In fact, I know he is because I saw it in the Dropbox upload when he uploaded it. He said who would upload it. So, yeah, you're having one of those moments, Stuart, where you're looking back at it afterwards. I get this all the time when I'm editing videos, just looking at it thinking, why did I do that? Why did I do that?
We'll have to ship a mug to Oz, won't we?
Yeah.
if this goes the way it's looking like it's going to go.
hopefully we can get it made in Oz, and then we can get it just shipped straight to him.
True, yeah. Good idea.
MacLeod says when she lets Matt go first, it's because she has no idea what's going on and she's stuck. That's pretty much my view on things. Andrew Murray says Scritch has an upgrade. When you attack, turn a dice into a crit. Yeah, it would appear that is indeed.
Yeah, Stuart, were you getting a bit fed up with the amount of crits coming out of the Skaven?
I don't know if RG's on and watching. This is a bit early for Oz, I know, so he might not be online. He might be asleep right now.
5 o'clock in the morning or something.
It might be horrifically early for him. So when you're watching this back, RG, you'll have to let us know in the comments. Were you just embarrassed by the number of crits you were rolling? Because I know I'd be feeling like that. I mean, we're talking about like it's over, but it's only 5-3 at this point in the game. So we've got. It's a good thing. Good thing the mic was muted. Yeah, I know what that's like. But yeah, it is only 5-3. So yeah, it's only turn 2. There's still, one kill from the Stormcast player could still net you 3 or 4
glory, aren't they? Stormcast, they don't bleed a lot of glory.
Yeah, you're going to get.
It's not like playing the Git.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, you take your activation, then you just get given a glory. Git's just up the glory level in games regardless. So now he's got the board. He's not got very many useful objectives right now, though. He's got hold objective 1, which I think is being stood on by a Stormcast.
Oh, okay.
And hold objective 2. Oh, that might be 2 that's been... One of them is being stood on by a Stormcast right now. Ooh, sneaky Craig Sargent. Mr. Trick, if he'd saved confusion, he could have confused Kirk and Scritch and then distracted Severin close for another attack. Good spot. That's the kind of stuff I always miss when I'm playing the game, but when you're looking at it in hindsight, you're like, it was so obvious. Why did I do that? But the answer is, when you're playing the game, it's not obvious at all. It's a bit like when we were saying about playing in the Grand Clashes. All tactics or attempt at nuance goes out the window.
So as soon as you start playing, I find, particularly at the Grand Clash, the noise in the hall just does me in. So I told her I'm going to take ear defenders next time.
It's a good idea, actually, I think. A bit like the poker players where they have like the headphones on and the baseball cap down low and the sunglasses and stuff like that, just to avoid.
I could do that. But that also avoid being mobbed as well.
That is obviously, it's a massive problem we have when trying to get our games in, is the number of screaming fans asking us to sign their cleavage and stuff like that. It's just...
Especially standing next to what is Crawley's answer to Justin Bieber.
I think I'm insulted by that.
Sorry, you're not actually from Crawley, are you?
No, I do live in Crawley. See what you did there. I can't believe that he's just effectively taken Severin out as well. Because he sidestepped Severin back, and then RG used distraction to shove him back again as well. Mr. Marlowe, are you from Crawley? MacLeod says he only asked to sign a cleavage once. Stop kink shaming you.
I'm just not going anywhere near that.
Oh, I see, Andrew. Sorry, I get that. Andrew's much more likely to admit to having his cleavage signed than living in Crawley.
Fair, most people are.
Yeah, to be fair, so would I. I'll sign anyone's cleavage. But every time I try, the solicitor says no, you have to sign the birth certificate. What's going on now? Lurky's going to run up and grab objective 1.
Maybe that's the trap.
Lurky has that one on him, which means you don't get glory for killing him, which is horrific. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible card.
Marlowe's from Bridgewater originally, which into the glory hole seems to think is a bad thing. Bridgewater in Wales, or is it near the border? I can't quite remember where it is.
I have literally no idea where Bridgewater is. I think you're right, Craig. I think moving 1 to objective 3 and then charging Scritch onto 1 to get maximum use would be the best way. I've just had a text from the wife, so I don't know what she's saying, but why are you talking about people's cleavage?
She already knows because she's met Pete, and that's how they met.
She was like, I'm your biggest fan.
Somebody's got over there now.
What's he doing? What were you playing at, mate? Have you given up at this point? You like,
Really should drink at that time in the afternoon.
1 o'clock in the afternoon's a bit early for getting shit faced.
Somerset, okay, near Bristol. Okay.
Okay.
I think I might have been thinking of Stourbridge. But I think that's definitely not in Wales. So I don't know.
RG's picked up Deathly Fortitude now.
Okay, so he hadn't thrown it away.
I mean, that's got to go on script, surely.
He won't be able to move very quick then, will he?
No, but he only moves 3, but he still has people within range.
True. Scritch doesn't really look like he's in much trouble at the moment anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I mean, it's just been a brutalising of the poor Stormcast. I mean, it's nice to have Stuart in the chat to talk about what's going on, even if it is just torturous for him to look at it and going, "There's bloody dice."
It's a Bridgend in Wales. That must be what I was thinking of. Bridgend. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, you must. Yeah.
Stuart, what were your thoughts of moving Severin over there, or were you planning on next round coming round the other side and chopping people up or something? No Stu, only Rev. Yeah, good point.
Heroic stride. After I don't know what that does.
I think it's after an enemy fighter ends their activation.
Okay, you can push the fighter one out. So he can push.
So you can move to nearer someone and then push them that last hex to get close. So maybe that's it. So he's going around here for those two Skaven down over the side there, maybe. Ah, right. He had hidden paths, which is why he sidestepped before.
Okay.
And then sneaky bastard RG distracted him away from the edge.
Right. Yes.
That's painful. That's painful.
Hidden paths.
Scripture's running away. Coward. Completely in keeping with Skaven.
That stops the denial as well, doesn't it? Assuming he stays there.
Yeah,
has he moved yet? Is he going to move on to an objective?
Who? Scritch? We're in the end.
He has moved, but he's going to sidestep. Oh, of course, hidden paths gives you a move token, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, RG, put in the comments after this, did you just feel bad by this point of what you were doing to poor old Rev? Because it's just horrific. I mean, having the problem where you're sitting thinking, okay, I'll just sidestep to the edge, and then I'll use hidden paths, and then you do that, and your opponent just seems to know what you're doing, and at that point plays distraction and moves you away from the edge. You're like, just give me a fucking break.
Yeah. VJ said it would be good to have the players on. The problem is, VJ, if the players could be on, we probably would have done it live.
I know, he says in pre-recorded. If these games are playing...
I know, but we probably wouldn't pre-record them if they could be on at a decent time for us. Because the reason they're not on is because...
No, he means recording them playing so they can...
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
But yeah. The trouble you had there is they can't really talk to each other about their thoughts behind it at the time. So they'd have to play the game, go back and watch it whilst talking about it.
And it's a whole different level of commitment. We don't mind chatting shit.
Basically, yeah. I mean, after that...
So everybody does.
After that second round, 8-3...
Would be a nice idea, definitely.
I've always liked the idea of us recording a game and then being able to go back and talk about it afterwards. Sort of commentating over the top of the game, and then we could sit there and go, I done that because I was going to do this or fish for that and stuff, because then you can explain a bit more. But
I think
you're doubling
Craig's
the amount of time.
throwing some shade at us at the moment.
What's Craig said?
He said there wasn't many other benefits of moving off an objective into an edge hex. It was pretty clear for those watching it.
I didn't pick it up at all.
Oh, sorry, those watching for it. Sorry, I misread it. It's not quite so shady.
Well, I think it's valid. I didn't pick up on it at all.
No,
I mean, I was bamboozled as to why he moved off of the objective.
I completely missed it. I was too busy filling in my tax return.
Made a channel about chatting shit, ain't you? Yeah, we have. Yeah, pretty much. Done very well off it.
It's our USP.
I need a Sports Direct size mug, but with our logo on it. but you can't get custom mugs that are decent sized.
Okay.
I'm very disappointed by that.
You must be able to somewhere.
They're all like 11-ounce mugs and stuff like that, or
Okay.
like ridiculously small.
Can you buy your own and then do your own decal?
Possibly, I guess.
Buy a plain one.
Yeah, maybe. Just get like some kind of stick-on thing. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just reminded now that I'm never going to go up against Craig Sargent in Underworlds Online because he will probably smash me. Seeing as he's spotted those clever things and I haven't got a clue. Probably helps that we're just, we're not.
Because that said, he'll be second guessing you, and you won't be doing what he thinks you're going to be doing.
Because I won't even have a clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's how I win. That's my secret. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing.
Well, you can get 20 ounce ones from Zazzle apparently.
Zazzle. I'm going to zazzle me bejazzle.
And Hawkhammer can sort it out for you as well.
Oh my god. One of the only attacks he gets off, and Kirk bloody saves it as well.
Apparently you've already played Craig, Pete.
Have we? When do we play?
Yeah. It's hard to plan for madness.
I bet I got absolutely smashed every time.
Jewel of Wits.
Jewel of Wits! I bet I got smashed every game we played. Pete's Pottery Painting new show. Which giveaway did you want to enter, Jace? Because we've got two.
Jace missed the beginning, so he probably doesn't know there's two going on.
We've got two going. We're doing the warband and the nameplate.
No, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like Jace is stateside, so he won't be able to go in the second one anyway.
Oh yes, good point. Because the other one's for Arena Mortis, and that's for UK EU only.
Right, I'm going to watch the game now.
We need to watch the game. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we ended up with an extra copy of Arena Mortis because our previous winner of it cost more to send our copy to them than it did to buy them one.
Yeah.
In their own country. so we now have a spare copy, but we're not going to make the same mistake twice. So we're redrawing that, but it's only for people who it won't cost us £30 to send it to.
Craig says he's up to number 8 on the Exalted and trying to get back to number 3, so he's all up for a few more games against me.
Oh, ow!
You see, I'd have a go back, but it's 100% justified.
Jeff would like to enter. Rob's back.
Hello, Rob. First game was very close, 13-12 to the Skaven. This game, it's a little bit more painful.
Yeah.
Anonymous Jeff, I can't remember if you're in the chats, but in the giveaways, but I'll add you in there just in case. I think we are going to have to start putting a limit in place so that once recording or once we start broadcasting,
yeah,
there will be no more entries.
Yes, otherwise it's very stressful for you.
Frankly, yeah, basically. You're in both now, Anonymous Jeff, don't you worry. What's the have we actually bought the new warband yet? For giveaway. Okay.
We did, because we do like to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, but that's the last time. Now the nameplates we have to ship.
Next time we will buy stuff after we know where the person lives when they win.
Yes. Now the nameplates we have to send, but
yeah, we have to. There's no way around that.
Any other giveaway stuff we can actually just either purchase in the country the winner's in and get it sent to them, or we can reimburse them the cost of the items, then they can buy them completely conscience clear, as it were.
Oh, there's a crit.
There's another crit. Two crits.
And
a hammer.
I think that was a
That's like the first Skaven dead.
Wow, 2 damage.
Advanced
strike. Anything else?
You see, suddenly it's like 5/8, and the Stormcast are sort of a bit back in it again.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, the lurking Skaven there can probably just run away, and then the Stormcast haven't got anyone to hit.
No.
Hawkhammer says, is he in both? By the way, I'm afraid I couldn't tell if you are, but what I can do is I can make you be in both.
Oh, it's a long run.
Oh,
Hypersonic rat.
And they just move so fast. Jay says he won't act like he knows how international shipping works, but the image in his head is some dodgy men at the docks making off with all our Patreon money. No,
It's what it feels like. It's what it feels like. We managed to find, for some things, quite reasonable courier prices, but the last one had to go to Israel, and there just wasn't anything.
And it was like more expensive than buying the item in Israel.
It was.
Just crazy. What is the Israeli currency?
Shekels, I believe.
Is it shekels?
I think so.
Because I can't remember what the exchange rate was, but it must have been quite mad.
Who won
like
the first game?
150.
Scritch won the first game, Rob.
Yep.
I'm tiny. I've gone tiny, Pete.
Tiny bloody thing.
It's a problem always happens to me. It's the cold weather.
I don't know why it does this. Basically, all the looking up I've done before in this kind of stuff has suggested that using Skype with OBS is just a bad idea. And if you look, most people who stream stuff only tend to stream just themselves. So they don't have to worry about other people's Skype feeds. But it's just always going to be
free out my Tuesday afternoon if you or Tuesday evening if you don't want to do it with me. That's fine. Just say. You don't have to say.
just say it, man. Just say it.
Yeah.
Glenn Seamer asked if I could check if you did the Warband giveaway. Well, as I said, I can be sure by adding you.
1 damage.
That was a risky play there to attack. Because he could have
my turn
like that.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? I mean, he's inspired, so he could do his.
Is he going to do his siding attack? How much damage does that do? Is that 2 damage?
Might only be 2, so that's not enough to kill Kirk.
No, unless he's got twist or something. Or unless I can't remember if he used that.
Let's twist again. No, he's going for his regular attack.
Yeah.
But he's fucking blocked it again.
Yeah.
I think at that point, and correct me if I'm wrong, Reverend Maynard, but at that point you were probably like, fuck it then. I don't care. I don't even care if I don't hit you anymore. Fine, yeah, roll a shield. Why don't you? Roll a bloody shield.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Jay said he'd like the warbands, and we'll post pictures on our social media. Well, you're definitely, if you've put your name down, you're definitely in for that. We'll sort something out, even if we have to send you a limb with it.
Whose we're not going to say right now, but well, I've added you in. So you're in there. Yeah, I can bet that was a low point. I can definitely commiserate there. You're like, I just want to kill a Skaven and get 1 glory and make it not quite so bad. Then you roll a bloody
I do feel
shield.
Like the luck gods were not with you today.
Yeah.
Stuart, I think that is. Yeah, I think it's probably testament to how strong your deck is that actually you weren't that far away. Despite really your you might as well play without dice.
Yeah, I mean, did you even get an attack off until the 3rd round? Felt like not. Basically.
First playing aggro, ready dice, yes, definitely.
Yeah, although I don't mind playing aggro with my skeletons because generally you're just throwing bodies into the mincer, so something usually sticks eventually. I've scored annihilation more often than I can remember with my skeleton, with my Sepulchral Guard aggro list. Although not whenever I'm in the bloody Patreon tournament, it would seem.
I'm just going to check that I remember to check out. I'm going to check out my shopping, otherwise I'll be upset tomorrow.
Zach Brannigan of Stormcast.
I've got 15 minutes left, you see. Normally I forget. It's like 11:30.
Well, I'll check.
Yeah.
You have to check out before 11.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to have some kind of... Yeah, I think that's the end of it, and it's going to be about 14 to 6 there at the end.
Yeah.
Yowza. Yeah, he's got supremacy as well.
Oh, ow.
14 plays 6. Now that was... I mean, Skaven player had some luck. RG definitely had some decent dice during that game. But that second round, Reverend Maynard, you got absolutely screwed.
Yeah, that was tough.
Right, we're back onto the full screen.
Oh, now you can all see me checking for mine. Checking whether I checked it out.
Checking for chicken.
Did.
He's checking his chicken.
I just need to find one thing that I added at the end to make sure it was in there.
That was painful.
Dun, dun.
That was properly painful. That, and thank you for recording those games and still uploading them. Thank you for doing that so we can watch and you can sit there going, awesome. Let's replay my horrific failures.
I did the avocados. Didn't have avocados this week, funny enough.
I like avocados. Right, well there we go. The Skaven have once more romped home to... Well, I say once more. I don't know if Skaven have won a tournament yet. I know Orcs have. Twice, possibly.
Yeah, I think Orcs won a couple of times, didn't they?
But Skaven have romped home, and RG is our Season 5 winner. So that means from tomorrow...
Well, RG.
Yeah, well done. You did have some very superb dice rolls in there, but at the same time you took full advantage of the boards, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you can't really go wrong when you get all of that. I think maybe we'll have to implement our own rule that in the next time we get to the final, if you win the first roll off, you have to lose the second one. So if you have the second roll off and you win it, you then have to just disconnect and start a new game or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like that's more trouble than it's worth. But yeah, maybe.
And yeah, that was. I mean, watching that makes me want to play Underworlds Online again. I definitely am looking forward to Season 6, getting some more games in against people.
Yeah, I need to find the time to play. I haven't even downloaded the Eyes of the Nine yet because I just haven't had the chance to get on and play with them. I was hoping I might steal Andrew's deck because apparently I've heard it's quite good.
Yes, he's been boasting about doing quite well with that one on the Patreon.
Say
Discord.
boasting. That's not really. That's not an Andrew thing, is it? Boasting.
Boasting's the wrong word, but
sort of suggested that he's played reasonably well with it.
Posting appreciative noises. Boasting in a very British way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Which basically means he sort of said, "I didn't do too bad with it the other day.
Yeah,
it was all right."
Which means he won.
Yeah.
The Grand Clash.
Yeah, it was all right. Could have been worse. So there we go. There was the final. If you've watched that and you haven't picked up Underworlds Online, you're wondering, I say give it a go because I still think for what it costs, it's like less than 20 quid most of the time. You get 5 warbands. All the universal cards are free.
Yeah.
It's just a good buy, I think. And yeah, right now there's maybe not enough players on, but if people out there buy it, then that means there'll be more players.
It does feel like it's in a bit of a chicken and egg situation at the moment. It's
Yeah.
sort of, if it will be better if there were more players, but that's putting players off from joining.
And there's definitely some people who are like, why should I buy it? It's not Beastgrave. Like, well, it's not going to be Beastgrave probably ever.
No.
And also a lot of people basically saying, why should I spend my hard-earned money to support this tiny outfit? Like, that's kind of how this thing works.
I love it when you spend your hard-earned money on a tiny outfit, Pete.
It's like there's only like 10 people in the company making this game. If you can't find 20 quid to give them, how many people have then gone out and spent 40, 50, 60, 100 quid on GW models that they'll never put together, or another game, but it's for EA or somebody like that who, has billions. I mean, if you can't then say, what, I'll chuck 20 quid to this tiny outfit that are doing, a really good effort, but there's not many of them, so they have limited resource.
Yeah.
It feels like that's the best place to invest your money. 72 quid on FIFA 21.
£72? You might as well just play FIFA 94. Goodness me.
You could just sort of put a 1 over the 0 on your FIFA 20.
Exactly, yeah.
But how much have they made?
Yeah,
How much they make on all their other games? How much are they going to make on FIFA 21? Wow. It's not going to be the same scale. I'm not lambasting you too much, Rosa, because you have got Underworlds Online, so you are supporting them.
Yeah.
Have you enough glass though? Yeah, you gotta have glass. Gotta have glass. Don't just let anybody in. Oh no, wait, we're not pretentious. Yeah, we do let anybody in pretty much.
We do, especially
As
the
long
players.
as long as you're a patron, yeah. Exactly. So, okay, I think it's giveaway time, don't you, Robin?
Giveaway, yes.
Yeah.
What are we going to give away?
So I think first off we'll do the Arena Mortis second time around.
Yeah, first time we do Arena Mortis, second time. Okay.
What?
Is that what you said?
We'll do Arena Mortis first.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought you were saying we were going to do Arena Mortis
Confusing me
second.
with your first and second. So we're doing Arena Mortis.
Who's on first? What's on second? Yes, so we're going to repick the Arena Mortis winner. We'll keep picking till we get someone who's online, and you do have to be in the UK or EU. So
UK or EU.
yeah. So if you're not, please do shout straight away, or shout that you are. Either which way. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yo. Ready, steady. Bazinga! Who have we got? Scarkess.
I haven't seen that name today.
Are you online, Scarkess?
Is Scarkess online?
We'll give him or her, them, the standard
Australian. Congrats. Yeah,
well,
I haven't seen them tonight, so I don't know whether they're not on.
Yeah, don't say congrats yet. You don't know.
Definitely not European.
Based on what? Based on what, Matt?
Based on the fact that he wants it redrawn.
We'll give him 30 seconds. 30 seconds, and then we will repick. Do. It's a strong British name, very common. Yep, my Uncle Scarkess. Robin knows, says Into the Glory. Didn't you order a copy anyway, Matt? You're like, I want two. I'm going to plaster.
Arena Mortis.
Well, I don't know.
Just 3 to 6 players. You've got to have 3 to 6 copies.
Well, that's true. That is true. Plus, there is Loz in the house. Loz needs the boards and the cards.
You won't let me play with it.
Well, this will be your copy then, Loz. Right, I'm assuming we have no Scarcast, so we're going to start again. We're going to pick again.
Pick again.
Let's go. Dylan Paul. Don't know if I've seen a Dylan. Dylan, are you on tonight?
Paul, how many people are on tonight? There's 38 watching.
40. 40 even. Sounds Colombian. Dylan Paul, are you in the house? If not, we're going to repick. Stu McMurty joined very recently into our Patreon. Welcome, Stu, and thank you for supporting us. Stu, you are...
always in. Oh, guess where he is. Where are you?
Where are you? You're in Australia, aren't you, or something?
Australia.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, dude.
Might get drawn to the next one. Okay.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, Dylan. Let's try again.
You can't give stuff away these days.
It's impossible. Don't apologise, mate. It's not your fault. It's ours. Stu McMurty.
It's Stu.
Stu. It is Stu this time, not Stu. It's not Stu.
It's not Stu. It's Stu.
Stu.
Stu, are you there, Stu?
Stu's there. You're not. Are you UK, Stu?
Hey, well done, Stu.
Is anyone not Australian? Stu, if you're Scotland, well, we can probably ship it to there.
Scotland, I think that counts. That's still the EU.
Just about.
Yeah.
Still part of the UK at the minute until England decides to completely separate ourselves from everyone. Stu, we have your details, so you do not need to put your email in there. We have it on Patreon, so I will get in contact with you on there. Yes. Just let me make a note of that. What's the program I use to write stuff down in? There we go. I remember now. There we go. So, Stu, you have won a copy of Arena Mortis. For some reason, it blocked Gertz from Elrom, so I've opened it. It's not Notepad, actually. Matt, I use a thing called Sublime Text, but I can never remember the fucking name of it despite having used it for 4 years. So congrats, Stu. There you go. That's the first winner down. And Stu, as I was going to say just before all hell broke loose, Stu's our first Patreon member who is actually using our annual membership to save himself 16%.
Yeah.
So not
16%. That's not to be sneezed at.
He's
he's just made that back as well.
Yeah, boom. There you go. So we're going to do our second draw now. These are for the warbands and the nameplates. And just to mention right now, just before I do this pick, because people aren't going to leave because they're waiting for the pick before they all sign off. Anybody joining our Patreon right now, if you haven't seen the video, we're going to be doing a monthly competition for just our Patreon members every single month. And this month, it's going to be for £25 of GW vouchers. Every single month, we're going to be doing a draw just for our Patreon members. Now, it's not a random draw. It's a competition. We have to pick a winner to make sure that...
It's going to be a game of skill
and
aptitude and all those things that mean skill.
The main thing is we have to pick a winner rather than us picking one at random, which means it gets around all the Patreon things. So if you are interested in joining us on Patreon, that's another benefit to all of it all. Even at the $2 level, which Stu is now part of, and he will enjoy every single month on Discord.
We're doing a monthly competition every month. That's right.
Monthly competition. Sometimes we might do it every 3.99 weeks. You never know. Those competitions are open to Aussies VJ, open to all our Patreoners.
Yes.
The key thing there will be is whatever we give away, we'll make sure it's something that is either digital or something that we can send people the money for if they're in a far-flung way land.
We're hoping there's a shitty splatter competition. Yeah, but we want to give the things away to people. We don't want to keep them. So.
Well, MacLeod, yeah. I mean, if there is shittest player, then I'll be vying for that one.
Yeah.
So. Right, so I haven't got that out of the way. Anybody interested, go check out Patreon, links in the comments, all that kind of stuff. Moving on now, let's do this giveaway. So this one, just to remind everybody, is for the 2 new warbands. So Morgox and Morgraths. And for the nameplates from our sponsor, Versatile Terrain.
Versatile Terrain, woo!
I love.
You're pretty. Witty.
I do love the nameplates. The nameplates are fantastic. They make. I mean, it was only about 2 years ago that he started, and I just think that no warband's complete without the nameplates. Frankly, every time I see someone who's done a painting, a warband, and they've put the picture on Facebook or something, and it looks fantastic, and they've sort of painted the names on the front. Every time I want to say, looks brilliant, but if you get some of these nameplates, they'll look even better.
I'm also constantly know how well other people can paint the nameplates.
Oh yeah.
Mine are always a bit crap, but they're some of the skill level of painting out there is phenomenal anyway. But they look amazingly good.
Matt says I'm gatekeeping. I am. You ain't got nameplates, you're not coming in. So here we go. It's time to draw then. Good luck to everybody.
38 people. Anthony says he doesn't know if he's in the giveaway, but he's in Australia, so let's not bother. He's not.
Anthony. Yes, you are.
Nah.
Must have added you in at some point or something.
Here we go then.
Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
I'm excited.
Yes, you are, Jace. I added you. You are on there as well. So here we go.
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. There needs to be some kind of explosion. Make it more dramatic.
Boom.
Michael Snap.
Michael Snap. There's an explosion.
Snap. Is Michael Snap on?
I've seen him.
You've seen him. Lurking.
I've seen him tonight.
Lurking in the comments. Canadian.
Michael He's Snaps. Here. What? He's here. Michael is here.
Michael Snap, congratulations. That is you.
Yeah. Are you whereabouts in the world are you? Are you somewhere far flung?
Yeah.
The Cayman Islands or something.
Just out of Mongolia.
Our lone viewer in Bermuda.
Don't say Australia. Where are you from, Michael? Where are you from?
Tense.
The US.
Oh, bloody hell.
We could do the USA, can't we? That's not too bad. We can do the USA.
It will cost us a bunch, but I think it would be worth, as we're sending the nameplates anyway, I don't think adding the boxes will add that much, so we will send it all over.
That's true, that's true. So there we go.
To the USA, yes. I need to find. I don't know. I'll run it down to Gatwick and throw them on the back of a plane.
So I'll chuck out my window. Michael, can you please put your email address in the comments? It won't show up. Don't worry, it does get blocked. And I'll grab that email off, and then we will get in touch to sort out delivery of your goodies.
Yep. Yeah, I believe there's a very slow boat leaving Southampton next week, so we'll put it on there.
So there we go. Thank you very much for that. I have your details. Now I'm going to add you into all the different spam things. No, I'm joking. I won't. Thank you everybody for joining in on that one, and congratulations to our winners tonight, and commiserations to everyone who didn't. And I always feel bad at this. This is the worst bit of the whole thing for me. I feel bad now.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean. It'd be great if you could all win.
It would.
Maybe if more of you joined us on Patreon, then you could all win, but then that might defeat the point.
Well, I mean, yeah, it would. I mean, by joining, you will immediately reduce your chances slightly because there'll be one more person. But you increase it.
Patreon, yes.
But you do increase them immeasurably by joining. So there you go. And if anybody is interested in joining for the first giveaway, which is underway now, you can join and immediately enter yourself into that competition for £25.
At any level, we can join at any level, $2 level, so you can win it back first month. Win 2 years membership effectively first month.
You could, yeah. And if you join for the year at the $2 level, or the £2 level, so I keep saying dollar, but it's pounds now. The £2 level, you join for the year, you would, you'd pretty much make it all back straight away.
See you, Rob. Rob's off.
Rob's had enough. He's like, screw this, I'm going. Cheers for joining us, Rob.
You're already in the Patreon, Mark. I can't keep track these days.
I just, it's getting to that point now. I think there's 86 people on, and it's brilliant. And we've chucked a load of new stuff out, and I'm really hoping it gets people geared up. You just read Anonymous Jeff's comment.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Oh yes, of course. I was just reading Michael Snap's email, and I was just sitting there thinking, I recognise his email. Why do I recognise his email? And that's because his email is in his Patreon sign-on.
So I've just realised. I saw the email flash up. I've just realised who he is. Oh, he just said what he just said. Yes, yeah.
Welcome aboard. We're not just picking patrons at this point, I hasten to add. So there we go. But that is 2 patrons of one tonight, Stu and Michael. I wonder if it's because it's mostly only our patrons who watch this.
Yeah, I think it's a special kind of fans who pay to watch this crap.
Special kind that we love dearly with all our hearts.
We are very much so, very much so.
So one of the questions is what we're going to talk about next week now.
Well, I need to have a word with a few people, but I'm hoping next week will be a painting special. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do for the format, but I would like to talk about painting, what we get out of painting, and who likes painting, who doesn't like painting, that kind of stuff. And maybe get some of we've got a few, about 50 actually, incredibly talented Patreon painters. We might get some of them on if they want to come on and chat about their process and what they like to paint and what they don't like to paint and that kind of stuff. And we'll have another giveaway because I got sent some stuff by Redgrass. Redgrass something. I can't remember what that something is. I don't think it's miniatures, but they've got I think I've got a wet palette and maybe a painting handle to give away. I need to look in the box and see what's in there. But yes, there'll be some Redgrass stuff being given away next week. Redgrass Games. Thanks, Ed. Very good, Andrew Marlowe. Sounds like next week will be a colourful discussion, he says. Oh, very well done. Andrew, you're not even a dad yet. He is ready for it. Yeah. He is more ready than anyone I've ever known. Yeah. The Redgrass palette, I've got mixed views on, because you've got one, haven't you, Robin? And I bought one. Mm-hmm. Put it down here, if I can show it off without spilling it. Yeah, don't go out telling that the giveaway is rubbish. Definitely not rubbish. I mean, it's awesome because if nothing else, it has something on the side. It's got this little washes thing which connects with magnets, so it's immediately cool. Awesome. And it's got this elastic thing that holds it on, which is pretty cool as well.
The lid's quite nice and sturdy as well to try and take off.
I'm just going to say before it goes off my screen, good luck, Jace. Jace has been trying to find some a job over in the US, so I hope that goes well for you.
Good luck, mate.
Not just because you said if you did, you might pay us factory money, but just generally.
In general, yeah. The more people we can get on, the more people who can get on in this horrible time, the better, really. So,
it's the paper. I've heard the paper is.
Yeah,
so the paper's a bit iffy.
Yeah, this needs some more water in it. So this is the mat. You get a little piece of paper in it, and there's a little sort of.
We should probably talk about it next week, Pete.
Yeah, sorry, good point. We will. But I definitely am not enjoying the paper on the top very much right now. I'm almost tempted to go back to. I've got some greaseproof paper from Tesco, and I think that does a better job, which is weird.
Just applied to work as a poll clerk for the upcoming election, Jay says. That's depending on where you are, that could be interesting.
If you could swap the votes out and put the right ones in, you know what we mean. Anonymous Jeff says, if it's gone mouldy, you aren't doing enough hobby. Well, they're meant to be like anti or mould resistant kind of foam, so...
I must confess I don't really use mine, but I love the painting handle, is really good. They sent me a painting handle, and I think I've got one of those to give away. It's really good, but we'll talk about it all next week. But
that's not as good as the GW one.
Yeah.
Hello, Robin. Hello.
No, not, but it's better than that one. That one's shit in comparison.
Is it?
Yep.
I mean, how much better can it be?
That one's flanged, which I know has its advantages of some things.
Well, I find that this one, once it doesn't then come out and it holds the miniature nice and tight. I'll have to check them out then. I mean, it's the kind of thing I'd buy thinking it's going to suddenly make my painting great, and then I'll just sit there going...
it doesn't make your painting any better, but there's just something quite nice about it. And then it has a magnetic bottom, which is interesting. Especially, I use a metal ruler, so every now and again I put it down, and the ruler flies across the across the painting table.
Ed has pointed out he does have a whole video on the handle on his website, Paint, Battle and Roll. So do check that out.
Yes.
Stick the link in there. Go on, stick the link in. Let people see. I mean, I do find with my increasingly ancient hands, having a model holder handle really does help. And saying it's got a magnet on it does immediately make me more interested, Robin, I have to say.
I'll demonstrate it next week.
Oh.
We mustn't do all of next week's chat this week, because then we'll run out of things coming. But I will say now, for those of you who are watching or watching later, in the week after next, or at some point in the future, we're going to do an international underworlds chat.
Yeah.
So we want people who make content, particularly in languages other than English, and try and give them a shout out. Probably
so like Australian, Glaswegian, Welsh.
Garble in their language. But I've seen some Russian content, I've seen some Spanish and some German content. But I want everything obviously we do, and most of the other providers do is Anglo focused or English language focused. So I would like to spread the love around the foreign language. But they may all be getting on quite happy without us, and we're blissfully unaware of it. But it would be nice to give them a chance to shout out and what have you. So that's going to be in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah. So next week's going to be all about painting, and I think we've already got some stuff going on here about the painting handle thing. Already seems to be creating a bit of a stir. John Grant says that he doesn't get it, and just hold the model, all that kind of stuff. So I'm interested to see how that conversation goes, because we haven't talked about more generic like painting and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that one.
This made a really good comment, which is by definitely a. Where's the unpopular opinion?
We'll come on to that in a moment.
Well, we're running out of time, but my
hold on.
Sorry,
I was just going to say, for anybody who wants to enter themselves into the painting competition, we won't. Do you want to do the draw next week, Robin?
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, we'll probably talk about it and then do the draw the following week. I guess.
Cool. So we will talk about it next week, and then we will announce how to enter the draw after that, and then we'll do it that way.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe we get people to speed paint a miniature or something. Anyway, we'll think about it. Right. Unpopular opinion, that is that one of my favourite unpopular opinions is that scraping off mould lines is a waste of time.
So you think that scraping mould lines off is a waste of time?
Yeah, I do. Not when I'm painting, but and I notice them, but afterwards I never see them. After I finish the miniature,
I find the only times, I mean, GW have got fantastic with their mould line placement these days. I mean, this is one way to get everyone to sign off before, so we'd have to say goodnight. GW have in general got fantastic with their mould line placement, and they're quite a lot. Often you put the models together, you just can't see anything.
People say they all need to be. Maybe I'm talking to the wrong people. I know I tend to be one of the less OCD people amongst the gaming fraternity, but for me, I just don't notice them. So,
I mean, to say you're less OCD is an understatement. You stuck a Gene Stealer's leg on backwards and didn't notice a problem with it, so...
There you go. There you go.
I think for the most part I agree, though, for the amount of time you can spend sometimes trying to get rid of a mould line versus how much you're actually even going to notice that.
Have I ever drilled a gun barrel? No, I fucking haven't. Actually, Andrew here has said I've just lost a load of patronage, but I don't think I have, Andrew. I think if I said I'm actually going to, I need to fund to go and get a psychiatrist to help me with my need to scrape mould lines and to help me understand why it's important, then people will pay so that I can that I can get the therapy and help that I need.
Into the Glory says you bet you don't even paint your rims. Yes, Robin keeps a very tidy rim.
I've never painted my rim or anybody else's ever. I do paint my rims actually.
Ed says he knew this when you sent him assembled models to paint. Ed just sat there for a while just going, oh God. Oh yeah. God. I have to say,
rushing over a mould line. Oh, I've done it.
I just don't give a shit, me.
This unpopular opinion segment is working out very well.
we've 2 weeks on the trot now, managed to offend just everybody watching. I mean, I just the level of hate, just beautiful. I wish we'd started doing these a while ago now. They're just brilliant. I mean, I kind of agree for the most part. Sometimes I spend ages clearing off some mould lines on something, and then afterwards, and I just think, why the fuck did I bother with that? It's not gonna, no one's gonna notice. It's not like my paint job is gonna make a difference to this. By the time I'm done painting it, it's just gonna look like, you know, the guy who gets melted in RoboCop anyway. Everything's just gonna be all over the place. So no one's gonna notice a mould line.
Exactly.
It says painting handles.
That's my thought. What was last week's opinion? I forgot what it was now.
Card sleeves are a waste of money.
Oh, card sleeves are a waste of money. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, or pointless, especially for underworlds.
Poke. I think next time it'll be Mike snaps his first you attack our card sleeves.
Dice. Well, I have a whole spiel about faction specific dice. You don't want to go there.
That'll be the next time.
Basically, I hate this hobby. I'm just trying to destroy it from within.
Oh dear. I mean, I think for the most part, yeah.
Rosa never notices mould lines. Thank you, Rosa.
I have to say, for the most part, I'm sure that with some of the models our Patreoners show on the Discord and stuff, yes, if they didn't clear the mould lines off their stuff, it would make the model look a lot worse, I think, in that situation.
Yeah, it is probably a level of skill thing, really. But you see these people. I am a maverick. That's absolutely right. You see that these things are on when people post their early miniatures on Facebook. They say people say, "Oh, you haven't scraped the mould lines." It's just, fuck off. It's like they're just starting out in the hobby. They don't need to scrape their bloody mould lines.
Yeah, I think
into the glory hole. You make a good point there about Rosa. That's a good point.
I think that's true, though. I think, especially when people are like, "Oh, I've just painted this. It's my first model," and everyone's like, "Well, you got to put some shading and some highlight and stuff." Like, give the fucking guy a break. He's just put his first model together. It's like, yeah, we've been doing this hobby for 20, 30, 40 years, whatever it is. So all of this is standard stuff to us. But to someone who's just started the game, I mean, they've managed to just get over that mental hurdle of, I've got to pay over the odds for this thing, then I've got to cut it out and stick it together myself, and then I've got to paint it myself. What the fuck?
What I'm really looking forward to is on the next video, people are going to comment where there's mould lines. You see,
and you're going to have to respond with your standard response now.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I don't paint most of the ones on the channel, so they've probably been scraped.
That's probably.
It's probably why I don't notice them.
Yeah, it's just... You look at some of the models and you just think, yeah, if they hadn't cleared the mould lines off those, then it would look so much worse. But for a lot of people who just started off, people like myself, I just sort of think this mould line is not going to make or break this model.
No, I mean I am the sort of person who sometimes forgets to paint the back of the model. So I'm not up there with the best painters. I always do the front really nicely and turn it around like,
oh shit! It's 3-dimensional. Bollocks.
Listen, I'm not quite that bad, but I do always the front of the model is always better than the back of the model.
I think that's where it counts, though, isn't it? You got to really.
Andrew does get annoyed if people. You don't get annoyed. You get mildly peeved.
He just gets sort of disappointed. Just sort of goes, oh.
I've never drilled a barrel ever because I think I'd probably more likely fuck it up, and so that's really the problem for me. And I have the same thing with mould lines. Sometimes I scrape them and think, well, now he hasn't got a mould line, but he has got a big dent in his leg.
Yeah, so, it's sort of like concaved thigh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so.
It's a bit how I paint black circles slightly off centre. I've got a whole load of Delac models here without barrels drilled. Can't really see it because for some reason these cameras refuse on focusing on closer models. But
well, what's the point in drilling that one? It's up in the air, nobody can see it anyway.
I have to say, sometimes if I can be asked, I'll drill a barrel, but most of the time I can't be fucked. Oh, I should have kept.
VJ is on my side on the drilling barrel thing.
I should have.
Shot the hole, I like it.
We should have kept barrel drilling for next week, shouldn't we?
We should have done. I didn't realise. I know that I'm very much in the minority on the scraping mould lines front, but for me, it's one of those things. I want to get on and paint. I've got too many better things to do in my life than spend the whole time scraping off mould lines when I won't even notice them anyway.
I mean, I have a slightly even more unpopular opinion than that, which is you don't have to paint your models at all. And loads of people
You don't have to. You definitely got to save that for another night.
Yeah, another night when we've got more people on. Next week, the painting one. Because talk for an hour and a half about painting.
Yeah, well, it fits.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, people have got a little bit of an insight into what next week's unpopular opinion will be. Fuck it, who cares about painting models? So there we go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed watching that tonight. If you are a Patreoner, we'll be opening up for Season 6 tomorrow. RG, congratulations to you for winning, and we will sort out getting a mug to you in the nearest future. Commiserations to the Reverend for your loss. You were, I think, the victim of some terrible luck there.
Yeah.
Or you were on the receiving end of some very good luck by your opponent.
Cheers, John. I'm really sorry we made you sad. I'm going to go away and reflect on my failings.
But you can still, come and play Necromunda with us one evening once all the COVID nonsense is out.
Yeah. You can maybe perhaps show me the importance of drilling out my barrels.
Come over and drill our barrels for us. So yeah, if you're not a Patreoner and you are interested in getting involved, do check out the comments. We have the monthly competition, like I said, and Season 6 will be kicking off in earnest soon.
I feel like we've broken two of our most earnest Patreoners, Jonathan and Andrew.
I mean, Andrew's been around for yonks, and Jonathan's only been around a very short time. We managed to disgust people at both ends of the spectrum.
Exactly. Though we do have a quote from him that suggests he thinks his wife is pointless. It's a misquote, admittedly, but we could save that and play that back if he ever tries to leave Patreon.
Are you sure you want to leave? It would be terrible if this comment should find its way out into society.
Yeah, so I'm sorry to have shattered 1,000 dreams tonight, or 86 dreams, but hey, Rosa likes the unpopular opinion. So yeah.
Well, I guess the more unpopular it is, the more that it's done its job.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to apologise right now. I'm going to apologise right now because our credits for our live session do not yet have our questing nights on. So a big thank you to all of our questing nights for supporting us. I'm living. I'm not scraping off mould lines, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But thank you to everybody supporting us, all our patrons out, everybody who's tuned in tonight to watch the game. Thank you, and commiseration to everyone who didn't win tonight. Hopefully next time.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Yep.
See you soon.
See you soon.